From being the basic school valedictorian, to preaching in church, to giving public speeches as the junior counselor of St. James, to addressing an entire student body as their head girl. Persons may have thought Alani Brown knew everything as it relates to public speaking. Looking back on my 3 speeches done, there are common errors. 1, the smacking of the tongue. 2, dependence on the lectern for standing support. These are 2 areas that cause me to lose marks, and trust me, they will not be done again. On the contrary, I have developed my confidence and my delivery patterns in areas such as vocal expression, articulation, eye contact, enthusiasm, just to name a few. This course brought to me the definition or highlighted what communication really is and the need for communication. It also taught me about the process of perception. It is a process of selecting, organizing, and selecting ideas. Rather, selecting, organizing, and interpreting ideas. For if we do not interpret the ideas properly, then communication will not be as effective as it should be. Things such as values or personal values, relationship values, and or cultural values also have an effect on how effective communication or the communication process can be. Now, communication is not only verbal, as we all know, it can also be non-verbal. Now, the simple nodding of the head or shaking of the head, this is communicating, and it is communicating non-verbally. It means yes, no, or something like that. Now, even the way you dress, that is a way of non-verbal communication. Now, from the text, it was highlighted the difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is more passive, while listening is active. When we're listening, we're not just using our ears, we're using our eyes, our heart, and in this sense, the heart is interchangeable with the mind, as in we dwell on it, we think about what is being said. This course has been instrumental in teaching and reinforcing the rules and expectations in the world of communication. And there are live lessons to be learned from this course. Trust me, I know that there will be other public speeches that I'll have to present, and thus I am grateful that I have done this course. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to help me to thank our lecturer, Miss Simmons, for being such a good facilitator of this course. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Miss Simmons. Thank you for all you have done in imparting the knowledge that we now have. And I hope that as we move on in our various career paths, we will use the knowledge that we have gained here to impart other lessons to others. And also, we'll all become effective public speakers. Thank you.
Good morning. Many of my friends told me that Oralcom takes a lot out of you. You have to give a speech individually, persuasively, informatively, and a special occasion speech. I thought to myself, oh boy, more work, outline after outline, and I don't like giving speeches. However, everybody has to do this course, so I decided might as well, I have to do it anyway. So last semester, I pre-registered for this course. I must say, I am glad I did it this semester because I had a lot of major presentations for other courses, and Oralcom really helped me to properly deliver a speech. Before I did this course, I thought that all the things that I'm supposed to learn in Oralcom, I would have already known them before, but as it turned out, I needed to improve my eye contact and my nonverbal communication. Miss Simmons helped me to improve this. It still needs a bit more work, but I'm getting there. I'm better than what I was when I started. So I thank Miss for that, and I thank this course for that.
Good morning, everyone. A few weeks ago, I could not give a proper speech. In every group I'm in to go up and do a speech, I would stand at the back and I would not do anything. And registering for this class, I had headaches before school even started because I really hate standing in front of a class. I did my first speech and I wasn't too comfortable. I was shaking like a leaf. And I did the informative, which I was a little bit more comfortable. And I thought I did well, but you know how it goes. When I did the persuasive, I was standing up there so firm. I could not believe that was me standing up there. I felt so good about what I was saying. Even though when I looked down on some of your faces, I was like, it was like saying, I don't agree. But I was like, okay. And Miss Simmons really helped us because I've learned about outlines from previous freshman come and freshman come to class, but it was nothing like what we did before we come here to do presentation. I am a HR, Human Resource Management major, that's my major, and that field requires a lot of public speeches. And I must tell you, this class prepared me for the speeches I had in last week and the week before. I was up there so firm. We had a presentation and I was the first presenter, and the group members just said we don't have to do anything else. I felt so good within myself that I came into this class with fear, and now I'm leaving so strong. I couldn't be standing up here first like now and not shaking, and I feel so good. And from the book I have learned that you have to respect diversity. You have to respect others around you. As y'all may notice, there is one person in my group, she's not a Jamaican, and we have to, we learn how to respect her as an individual and that she is different from us. I want to say thanks to Miss Simmons because her personality has made me feel more comfortable when I'm standing here. Sometimes you may say something and you just want to smile or laugh, or when you look at her face, her expression on her face, you just want to burst out and laugh, but we had to hold it strong anyways. And I must also say thanks to my classmates because sometimes when I don't even do no outline or anything, I just see somebody on campus, ask them something, and to be honest, most of my presentation outline, they're done the night before or the morning before I come to class. And sometimes I get ideas from my classmates. I just want to say thanks to you all, and thanks to Miss especially. Thanks for everything.
At the end of the class, I am still learning to call the word communicator. Oral communication is not my strongest suit, as I said before. I don't like writing speeches, I don't like giving speeches, but nevertheless, I had to do it. My journey from the first day until now. Well, I have, in truth and in fact, the only way I could cope in this class was my classmates and my group members. I have been learning how to cope or to even bond with each other because I am not really a bonding type of person. And I also learned that. Also in writing the speeches, that was my hardest task because basically I'm only passionate about certain things, which is my department, but in order for me to step out of the box and to actually write something that I am secondly passionate about was a task for me at hand. I always, from my mother is basically a person that you have to speak proper English to. And to say I am from a background where English, standard English is a must, you know, when you're outside of that school, etc., then the patois chips in, etc. And for me, it's hard to bring the two together. So in oral communication class, I have learned that standard English is a must. English is global, and in order for me to be an effective communicator, I have to master those steps. So again, thank you to the class, thank you to my group members and Miss for giving me the opportunity to learn a little more so I can be one step closer to a great future. Thank you.